I am on Interstate 40 about 17 miles east of Holbrook, Arizona, and 9 miles west of the Painted Desert entrance to Petrified Forest National Park, and I'm about to visit a real roadside gem, known as Stewart's Petrified Wood. Off to the right you can see some very interesting sculptures of dinosaurs and more. Gonna pull off the exit onto Old Route 66 to visit this very old school roadside attraction. There's a very bumpy road to get to Stewart's, but there are already some unique features on this road, so let's take a look. There's some billboards on that bluff to get passersby from the interstate to pull off. There's also a bus up there, and it does look like the land is for sale. I'm worried this place might not be around much longer. And look up there, that is an ostrich statue. And look at this, there is a giant T-Rex. While that is awesome in itself, if you look closely, it is actually eating a mannequin. There is a naked lady mannequin in its jaw. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. All the incredible sculptures and weird stuff here were handmade by Charles Stewart, who opened this Petrified Wood store in 1994 along with his wife Gazelle. While this place opened less than 30 years ago, it definitely seems older and straight out of the Mother Road's heyday. I believe Mr. Charles Stewart has retired, but Gazelle is still running the store. While these bizarre sculptures visible from the interstate drew me, Stewart's is a true petrified wood and rock shop that is their primary business. But like many of the other petrified wood shops near Holbrook, dinosaur statues are used as a main advertising tool. They do have a painted sign to get your kicks on Route 66 here at Stewart's, and I would concur that this is a very worthy and necessary Route 66 road trip stop. They do have barbed wire fences around so you can't get too close to some of the sculptures. Look at this big saber-toothed cat. That is cool. But there's definitely some wear and tear on him. This is a very colorful slice of petrified wood. Here's a scrap metal T-Rex. This lawn is littered with petrified wood stumps. And there is yet another dinosaur. I assume this is a Brontosaurus, and he is advertising fossils. And if you look at his long tarped over neck, there is a mannequin lady riding it. This place is just so outlandish and I love it. Here's a yard full of petrified wood and rocks. That's a polar bear statue among the petrified wood of the Painted Desert. A little out of place. There are definitely no polar bears from here. And here's yet another mannequin. This one is just chilling outside on a chair and is wearing a mask. Definitely a smart thing to do during the current crisis, but if I were him I wouldn't worry too much because there aren't many people around. Here's a classic convertible rusting away out here. I guess the owner saw me looking around and drove down from her nearby house to open the shop up, so let's head inside and see what it's like. But first, there is a naked, deformed mannequin riding a pterodactyl on the roof. It is very rustic on the inside as well, and there are actually lots of great high quality specimens of petrified wood and other rocks, minerals, and fossils in here. Just for coming out to visit, I was allowed to pick a free small piece of petrified wood. There are some fossils like trilobites in this case. And here's a prehistoric skull from Wyoming. Those are some decorated buffalo heads, but otherwise there aren't too many of the usual knickknacks like moccasins and all the other trading posts around. This place pretty strictly sells petrified wood and rocks. They do actually have quite a good selection. If you're interested in buying some petrified wood, this is a good stop and the prices aren't bad. I was also given this much larger chunk of petrified wood. That was a very nice lady in there. Stewart's also has a small ostrich farm next to the shop. You can pay $5 to feed them, which I opted not to do, that's a bit pricey. Maybe it was a good thing I didn't buy the food, because they have lots of signs warning that the ostriches bite. And here are the ostriches. They are very wacky creatures. Perhaps it is appropriate that they have them here because ostriches are actually fairly close relatives to some species of the late Cretaceous dinosaurs. They came about right after the dinosaurs became extinct. There's also a teepee and a kokopelli cutout. Wow, Stewart's petrified wood is fantastic, despite being a bit run down, which I would argue adds to the charm. I hope it can stay around a while longer so I can return. On the opposite corner of the lonesome interstate exit for Stewart's is yet another classic trading post, the Painted Desert Indian Center. They have a big billboard visible from the interstate. There's some rundown farm machinery, and a scrap metal sculpture of a Native American on a horse. I think this is based on James Earl Frazier's famous End of the Trail statue. The trading post itself is very kitschy, but I'm not going to go inside because I do need to be hitting the road. There's a bronze bison statue. Being near the Petrified Forest, they do obviously have lots of petrified wood. There is some great theming at the entrance with the well and the totem poles. There are some very skinny totem poles. And take a look at this. That T-Rex has killed and is stomping over a dead Triceratops. It's a very gory scene. The T-Rex took a serious chunk out of the Triceratops. There are some painted cutouts of various Southwest Native Americans. This teepee has a sun symbol and a dinosaur painted on it. This Dino Massacre is happening around a whole grouping of painted teepees. There are also some petrified logs interspersed around the teepee village. This is the Old Indian Weather Rock, a rock which can accurately predict the weather. For example, since it's swinging, it must be windy. Ingenious. There's also a blue velociraptor looming over the interstate. So, Stewart's Petrified Wood and the Painted Desert Indian Center are ideal examples of roadside trading posts. The dinosaurs and other strange theming of both make for worthwhile stops if you're visiting Holbrook and the Petrified Forest. If you enjoyed the tour, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I have videos on many other weird roadside attractions, including the other trading posts of Holbrook and Petrified Forest National Park, along with all sorts of random and interesting places across the country. Thanks for watching.